Paralytic. Pharisees and teachers of the law came from every town and village across Judea, Galilee, and from the city of Jerusalem. They came to see and hear what Jesus was doing and saying. And that day he was teaching in a house crammed with people, and with the assembled religious elite watching him like a hawk. Some latecomers arrived carrying a paralyzed man on his sleeping mat to ask Jesus to heal him, but they couldn't make their way into the house because of the crowd. So they carried him up onto the roof of the building and cut a hole in it, big enough to squeeze the man through. They lowered the man into the very middle of the gathering, directly in front of Jesus. And when Jesus looked up and saw the determined faith of the man's friends, he turned to the paralyzed man and said, "Your sins are forgiven." Immediately the religious leaders began murmuring to each other, "Who does he think he is? He's blaspheming. No one can forgive sin but God." Jesus turned to them and said, "I know what you are whispering about to each other, and what you are thinking. Answer me this. Do you think it is easier for me to say, 'Your sins are forgiven,' or 'Get up and walk'?" At this they became silent. So Jesus continued, "So that you may know that I do indeed have the power to forgive sin." And he paused, turned back to the paralyzed man and said, "Stand up, my son. Pick up your mat and go home. You are healed." At once, right in front of everyone, the man stood up, rolled up his sleeping mat, and almost danced out of the house. The impact on everyone was immense. People were filled with awe and wonder, saying, "We have indeed seen God's work here today." Lying on the dirty linen stretcher of my life, carried by the lover of my soul, passing through the throng of those who see but yet with blinded eyes, who hear yet do not know the song. And so I come, through grace alone, not fit to kiss the feet of servant king upon his throne, to hear his words of healing power that wipe away all hurt and pain, to know that all once lost is now my gain, and rising from my sickness bed to homeward walk, no longer dead, with Scripture's words and kingdom life, my holy daily bread.